Hey everybody, it's Papa Wyggzz here to talk about the NFC South Dream Team. So let's jump right into it. Here we go. QB, I got to go with my man Kirk. I know he's coming off the injury, but I believe that Kirk is he's gonna have a great year if he stays healthy, which he should. He's going to have a fantastic year. I think that he's got all the weapons that he needs to guide this Atlanta offense. I'm not predicting a Super Bowl or anything here for him, but I'm just saying he's definitely an improvement over what they've had in the past. So he's my QB1. And then running back, my RB1, you got to go with Robinson from Atlanta. This guy is a beast. Uh, I don't know what Arthur Smith was doing last year, but I just think Raheem Morris and his coaching staff know that they have the talent with Robinson. And don't get me wrong, I think they've got some other quality running backs, but Robinson is going to get the bulk of the reps, I believe, this year. I think he's gonna come out and have a breakout sophomore season, especially with the coaching changes. My next running back here, my RB2, I gotta go with White from Tampa Bay. Um, I just I love this guy. He can do it all. I think Tampa Bay sees that they've got a diamond in the rough here. I think he gives that running game exactly what they need, um, which is not only going to help him, but it's going to help Baker Mayfield as well. So Rondell's my uh, RB2. So wide receiver one, I got to go with Mike Evans. I know he's getting older. I know some people might think he's gonna regress, but they've said that the last couple years, and this guy comes out and he just produces. That's what he does. He catches everything close to him. He's definitely a red zone threat. Um, this this is a quality wide receiver, well-rounded, and he's like a fine wine. He only gets better as he ages. So I think he's going to have another great year. Wide receiver two, I got to go with Chris Olave. Uh, now I say that it was a tough decision, between him and making Drake London my wide receiver too. I'm giving Olave a little bit of an edge because there's not as many targets there and on the Saints team. Um, so I think Olave, could have a better year than the other wide receivers just for that fact. But that doesn't mean it's going to be by that much, if at all. But he is such a tremendous talent that the Saints have to get him the ball. When they get him the ball, things happen. So um, they need to make sure that Derek Carr gets chemistry with him. That is a huge thing that I feel that they're missing there. But I think that they'll find it, and he is definitely wide receiver two for my team. Wide receiver three, I got to go Drake London. Again, I don't know what Arthur Smith was doing last year. Drake London is a tremendous talent. This guy needs to get targets, and I think Kirk Cousins is the answer to that. I think Cousins is going to target him. He's going to make him a better receiver. London's gonna make Cousins a better quarterback. I think it's just a great combination there in Atlanta. So as long as Cousins stays healthy, I think Drake London is gonna have um, his best year. So got to go with my man Drake. Tight end. I know a lot of people might question this, but um, I got to go with Kyle Pitts. Uh, again, Pitts has been grossly misused in Atlanta ever since they've drafted him. Arthur Smith uh, apparently couldn't see the talent in him, but now that he's gone, I think that this is Pitt's time to shine. And again, how can you not shine when you've got Kirk Cousins as your quarterback? So Cousins is always showing that he's going to find you if you're open, no matter if you're the wide receiver one or the backup running back. And Pitts is showing that he's a tremendous athlete and a great tight end. So with that said, he's my guy for the South. My bench player number one, I got to go with Deontay Johnson. And let me just say, this was tough. I know a lot of people are not high on Carolina this year. I know that they don't think that Bryce Young is going to have a great year or was the guy. But here's my 2 cents. Let me just say this. Deontay got out of a horrendous situation in Pittsburgh. It was dumped on him to be the team leader there, especially with someone like George Pickens who um, made it challenging to try to be a leader there. Pickens needed a veteran receiver there to help guide him, and Deontay just wasn't ready for that role. Going to Carolina, he's got Adam Thielen as the other main receiver there. Adam Thielen, as any Vikings fan knows, he's a seasoned veteran, a real pro, and he is going to have a huge influence on Deontay. I think Deontay moving to Carolina is similar to when Chris Carter moved from Philadelphia to the Vikings. I think this is going to be a huge benefit for Deontay, and I think he's going to go out and he's going to make Bryce Young even better as a quarterback. I think that Deontay uh, has the potential this year of finishing as a top 10 wide receiver, and I think he's going to have an outstanding year. Now I could be wrong. But I'm just telling you that this move is not only a huge benefit for Carolina, but more so a huge benefit for Deontay because it got him out of that situation. And now he doesn't have he can lean on a veteran presence and Thielen for some guidance to make him a more well-rounded pro. And I think it's only going to benefit him on the field. So I've got high hopes for Deontay this year. I think he's going to shine in Carolina. Bench player number two, I got to go with my man Kamara from the Saints. I know some people may have had him as a starting running back. Uh, I just, it was close between him and White, but I just think that there's more upside for White in in his offense. Uh, and so uh, I think that Kamara has taken a huge hit ever since Sean Payton left the Saints. Payton just had a knack to use him in both the running and passing game, and found a way to um, uh, use his strengths. And ever since Peyton's left New Orleans, Kamara just hasn't been the same. He's still a great running back. I still think he's going to have a good year and stuff. But I do think that the coaching change had a lot to do with his production and the way they used him. So that's why he's on my bench. And then my last bench player here is Chris Godwin for Tampa Bay. I think Godwin is one of those receivers um, that you want to have on your team. He's a huge talent. Um, if he can stay healthy and stay out on the field, um, I think that this could be another great year, or this could be a great year for him. Um, I definitely think Tampa Bay has something in their wide receiving core with him and Mike Evans, and it wouldn't surprise me if Godwin comes out and has a better year than Evans this year and shows everybody just how talented he is. So there's my NFC South Dream Team. Uh, Appreciate everybody watching. Check us out on our YouTube channel, Fantasy Fools. Make sure you check us out on X, all the social media sites. We're out on Instagram, Snapchat, etc. So check us out um, there and uh, let us, let us know that you're enjoying the content by giving us a follow, subscribing, or liking our content. As Wiggs has said in his videos, we're going to have so much content going out this year around PPR fantasy football. So keep us in mind and give us a follow, subscribe, check out our videos because we definitely do appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.